So I dived into communities, Black Hat World, and people are really struggling. So I did research on what people talk about in regards to Udemy, MaxBounty, and Zapier. So I always have this triangle in mind when I create videos and learn from communities. And fact is that only a few people have success. So we painted at the top. These are people that have success. And the rest of the triangle, they are trying to find success. And people in general, they want things quick and easy, because people that don't have success market the illusion that quick and easy is the way to have success. So here is where spammers hang out, where people create services that doesn't help other people find their success. So for example, there are services that sends bot traffic. There are services that allow people to visit each other's websites. And that is a really stupid idea, but basically this service have thousands of people. So basically it is an automatic browsing tool. The website says, hey, I have this website, check it out. And it is this website that is loading in this. So click advertisement or whatever, and you earn credits. So this guy earned 10 credits. So now this guy can spend 10 credits to allow someone else visit this guy's website. So the value of that is basically 0. And then these services allows you to purchase 1,000 credits for $1 or $5, and people don't know the real value of that. So basically people are recommending services that doesn't have real value, and then they promote it as this is quick and easy. You can get hundreds or 1,000 visits in just an hour, and they think that this is how you get website traffic. But none of these guys are interested in each other websites. They just click it to earn credits. But what do the successful people do? They run the marathon instead of the sprint. They take their time. It's very commonly that it takes them many years to build up know, like, and trust, to build up subscribers. So they build their skills in content creation and in communication. But people in this triangle, they are drawn here. They are drawn to quick and easy, and they can't get out, not until the same happens, what happens to me, because I was broken down and I escaped this bubble. But always keep this in mind, because if you really think about it, it confirms everything that you learn online. But the best thing is that you build your own opinion, because to you this might not look like this, but for me it's super clear, and it's kind of a guidance for me to find success. But let's talk about Udemy and MaxBounty and Zapier. And Udemy provides educational resources to learn strategies for promoting MaxBounty affiliate offers. And Zapier automates workflows between different marketing tools to enhance efficiency and effectiveness. So let's talk about Udemy. The thing is that many people are struggling to figure out which courses to create and sell on platforms like Udemy, Teachable, and Skillshare. So someone suggested a way to help with that. So if you're a course creator, then you want to know which courses are in high demand but face low competition. Because if there is a high demand and a low competition, then it is easier to rank. It is easier to get found on not only platforms like Teachable, Skillshare, and Udemy, but also Google is indexing the pages, so you find it through Google. But this guy on the forum says that Udemy doesn't provide detailed insights, but if you have that data, you can leverage it and possibly sell it to course creators. So I found that he or she didn't know how to find this kind of data. So I'm thinking, why not ask ChatGPT, can you generate course titles that is likely to be high in demand and low in competition? And here are a few course titles using these strategies. So I asked ChatGPT this: what would be the typical keywords people uses to find, for example, plant-based gourmet, creating high-end vegan cuisines? Okay, so now we have these keywords, but do have in mind this triangle that I draw, because this is typical things that someone that is trying would do. Then you use SEMrush and 48% difficulty. So you have all this information that you can try to convince someone. But if you don't know what you're doing, if you have never created a course, and you try to convince someone that it is low competition, high demand, and you have all this information that you can try to leverage to get a sale, what is the value of that? Because you don't know how valuable that information is. So for example, if you go to the store and buy milk, butter, and bread, then it is common knowledge what the value is, what the price is. But if nobody knows what the value is, and you try to raise that value or increase it, lift it up, make it look like shining gold, well, this is what these people are doing. Taking low quality value and make it look like gold. Another way is to talk about different blueprints to success. You have a blueprint and you have all these steps and it looks legit. Step 1, create a YouTube channel. Step 2, create a website. Step 3, use an automation service, AI service that create videos, upload it to YouTube and make millions of dollars. This is typical things that you would find in this triangle. Not building your skills, that is up here. Not training yourself. Not running the marathon. So anyway, this guy claims that if you have that kind of data, there are several potential buyers. Course creators on Udemy, Teachable, Skillshare could find this information invaluable. You could reach out to them directly through LinkedIn, their personal websites or company pages. So there are also platforms where you can list your data. So list data on freelance platforms, Fiverr, Legit, and SEO Clerks. So these type of platforms is definitely something they recommend in this triangle. Because I have done research, I know what's going on. If you, for example, search for my Etsy video and you check part 4, and this is more like a summary video, you will find out that people that actually sold something from starting out with a fresh account is less than 3%. So this happens on all these kind of platforms because the competition is so high and it takes so long time to get found. This is also typical things that if you look for how to make money on YouTube, they leverage these services as keywords. Yes, keywords. So it's easy to rank for this if you're a YouTuber that dominate. So this is why you always see these type of recommendations that is found in this triangle, because the brands are so established and people don't know better. They search for Fiverr because someone recommended Fiverr. It is everywhere. And this triangle is spreading that information. They don't have any success, but they try to have success. They create articles, they create courses, and they don't know what they are doing. Some of them might have a tiny success, but it's not enough to quit their job. And Google is always changing the algorithm. So if you're ranking for one day, then you might not ranking for that the next month. So it's always fluctuating. But the funny thing is that YouTubers knows this. They know about this triangle. They know this is the typical keywords that you use to find people that are looking to make money online. And then they typically start to make Fiverr really shiny. This is quick and easy and quite possibly fake success with it. But what they really are doing is they promote a primary option, and that is typically an ebook or a course or something else that they are selling. So anyway, LinkedIn is the recommendation to find contact and go out on different websites and find the email addresses and stuff. Guess what? The course creators are in this triangle. And because they don't have any skills, they don't know much, then people that don't have any skills can convince someone to pay for their services. So now you become a email spammer and you send out thousands of emails to course creators. And the course creators knows that, oh, okay, this is spam. I mean, it's so stupid. But anyway, so let's talk about MaxBounty. So many people are struggling with affiliate networks, especially with MaxBounty. And it seems like a lot of people are facing hurdles getting approval, dealing with account issues, or even just trying to get their first conversions. So with conversions, they often means making money or earning money by receiving a commission, a small percentage of the sale. So about the approval, many people have never applied and are looking for help. Some students are still using MaxBounty, but getting in can be tough, especially for newbies. It's frustrating to apply and then face issues like needing picture ID or waiting a long time for approval. Another big issue is the cost to start. MaxBounty requires a hefty deposit, which is a barrier for many people. Right, hefty deposit. Some are looking for alternatives that don't require such high upfront fees. There are networks out there with free plans, but they often come with limitations like lower payout or fewer offers. So it's funny because this is typical what people do in this triangle. So let's say that I were in the top triangle here, the people that are successful, but I'm not yet successful, but I would look what they are doing. So I would, if I had something that I'm passionate about, so for me it is digital marketing, but it could be anything like pets, or it could be health, training, or weight loss. So if I were in this peak, I would definitely look for the difficult things, and I would try MaxBounty before any of the free plans or the easier networks, because what happens is that the people that are in this triangle or this part of the triangle, they don't want to pay for anything. They want it free and they want it easy, so they go and look for it. And because they want it easy, they also look for spam bots, and they look for automation, content automation, and basically deliver crap on the internet in form of websites everywhere. So everything is in the spirit of quick and easy, and it draws new people in that are looking for quick and easy, so it draws into this bubble. So continue on with MaxBounty and technical issues. Many have trouble logging into their account or setting up tracking like Facebook pixels. So sign in and tracking pixel. So this is tracking pixel is basically Facebook allows you to let MaxBounty track web pages on Facebook. So basically what it is that it is, do you know about hot linking? So hot linking is that you can create an image on your website, but your website is not the website that you're using doesn't have that image, but another website have this image. And this happens with MaxBounty and Facebook. So MaxBounty have a small pixel on the hard drive or on the server, and Facebook allows you to link that image on Facebook. And because it allows you to link that image, then MaxBounty can get information from who is loading the website. So it tracks information of the guy that is visiting Facebook or your Facebook channel. So MaxBounty now gets all these kind of different information, and there's a lot of information that can be tracked thanks to this pixel The other problem is when you deal with large networks, the support can be slow, and that is a problem if you have technical issues. It can be really stressful when you can't get the support you need or when the network itself goes down. And back to tracking pixel or tracking, there is a lot of distrust about conversion tracking. People are skeptical if their conversion are really being tracked accurately or if they are missing out on commissions. This skepticism can really deter someone from sticking with a network. So we have to think, first commission, you sign up to MaxBounty, you paid the hefty deposit, and you try to promote something, and you're waiting for that commission, and you start to become skeptical, doubt it, because you don't receive your first commission. And you start to think that it is tracking issues. So if the tracking doesn't work on Facebook, then you don't make any money. So always check that the tracking works, and if you can confirm it, then you should receive a commission. It's difficult if you don't know how to do it. Anyway, are you ready to learn about what people say about Zapier? I hope I pronounce it correctly. What is the common problems people face? They are talking about the right tools to automate social media tasks, especially with Facebook and Instagram. So Zapier is like a way to tell how to automate the web. And in Zapier you have a bunch of apps. They use something called webhooks. And these services, it can be Google Spreadsheet, and I think Airtables have a webhook support. But basically it is known services, and they must support API to integrate into Zapier. But there are, I think, a couple of thousands of services that have API support, and you can actually create your own service if you know programming. And then you basically tell that you want to use this service and this service and this service. And you have like events. When something happened here on this service, it should do something on this service and then add the information in this service. So you create like a, what is it called? Flowchart, I think. So many people want to automate these tasks, and it's not always straightforward. The issues, I learned that while Zapier is great for many things, it doesn't fully support Instagram automation. For Instagram, people have mentioned tools like Social, a little bit difficult to pronounce, Social. So I think this is one of the connected apps in Zapier, Social. It can handle tasks like liking posts, but it doesn't integrate with Zapier. If you need more comprehensive automation, there are alternatives like make.com or even custom solutions. Another pain point is the high cost of these tools. Some mention that Zapier can get expensive, and finding cheaper or free options is tough. So think of this triangle: quick and easy mentality. So someone wanted it to like posts on Facebook, so basically a bot liking posts to manipulate the ranking. So they want to use Zapier, but this social didn't work on Zapier for that. So they want ways to automate using Zapier. And when you are using quick and easy mentality, you think that, okay, if I create a lot, quantity before quality, then they use Zapier. So Zapier have task limits, and because you are in this triangle, you work with low value. You don't even know what the value is, but it is extremely low because it is quick and easy and everybody does it. And the quality is horrible. And this is what Google doesn't want. Social media doesn't want it, so they work against it. but everyone is recommending it, so it's really stupid. And these services that work like this, they have task limits, they have other type of limits, how many things you can create per month. They know about this triangle. They know that people that don't have any success, they will be the people that is paying this service money. So the value of Zapier is very much an illusion for most people. So Zapier expensive, and finding cheap and free options is tough. For Facebook automation, people still recommend tools like Hotsuite or a Buffer, but these might not have all the features you need. So let's write other, and it was hot, or it should rather be Hootsuite and Buffer. If you're trying to automate things like posting comments or managing interaction, it can be complex. There are tools out there, but they often come with limitations or high costs. For those willing to invest time, learning to set up custom automations can save money and offer more flexibility. But this requires a lot of technical skills. But I don't think that is the right way to go, actually, to, for example, build a bot that create comments on YouTube or Facebook or any social media, because that is this triangle mentality. And I love that I can use it as a guidance because I have many years of experience of being in this triangle. Here's a funny thing. Remember I told you how a blueprint can be used as a powerful way to bait people? So the quick and easy mentality, they recommend different steps. All of these steps sounds like, well, this is what other people are talking about. I had no idea it was that easy, and it sounds really convincing. So here's a thing that I discovered, and this is a extremely clever trick, very hard to detect, but if it is possible, if it is that hard to detect, then you can be very sure that people use it. So I'm thinking mostly the journey threads. So in a Black Hat world or a Black Hat community or any community that deals with marketing, you may find a community section or a subsection that is all about journeys, and people post their journey to use different methods to make money online. So pay attention to this now. In this journey forum section, there are old posts, and the methods are evergreen. So what people do is they take an old thread, they have all the information there, how it is done, and now someone writes, well, I will try an old journey, I will try an old method. So he or she creates a post, and this is what I'm gonna do. Takes all the information from this, post it here. So nothing elaborate yet, but hang tight, I will explain. Now this guy uses many accounts, 2 or 3 minimum. So there are 3 different users. First this guy, and then this guy pretending to be someone else, and another guy. And these are old accounts that have been marinating in Black Hat world for a longer time. They look very normal. So he posts this. I'm gonna try this and let it age for a bit. He posts updates, and then he tells everyone, well, I made a little bit of money. Here is the stats. So we fake the stats. So remember, all this is a blueprint. People don't know the value in the beginning, but the value increases with time because it sounds legit. It sounds that, well, this guy have a little bit of success. He is making money. Now he logs into this account. It looks like an entirely different person. That account has been alive and been interacting with the Black Hat world. Looks very natural. And he writes, I can confirm that this works, because he tells everyone I have also success. So in most of these journey threads, they post different resources that is needed. It could be proxies, It could be they are selling accounts. They might recommend free resources, but in order to have success, they could hint that they need a paid version. They could tell people, well, I use the paid version, but you might have success with the free version. So why are they doing that? Well, that comes to the third person. The third person is posting. Could be perhaps something general about different proxies, or maybe a question about the service. But what he or she does is have advertisement in the signature links where they recommend different resources. That is very much what the journey creator is using. So people don't know in the beginning what resource to check or to sign up for, but if someone is recommending it here, then they do check it out. And this is how these people make money. I don't think there is a lot of money to be made, but it is not risky at all. The only thing you lose is time. So I think most people that does this is from the third world countries where it is cheap to live. So it would make them extra money in their pocket. But can you imagine how hard it is to detect this? And it is all low value. Nobody really have success with this except the guy running the journey threader. So I call this the glimmer of the blueprint. Blueprint sounds very true. It can be very effective to convince someone to do it, to join or to try it out. So I just want to say, be careful, guys, with what you do. And what I recommend is get an education created by people that have success. Don't hang out in this triangle. Try to stay away from it. And when you learn from real education, then this becomes more clear. This triangle is what is making services money, because it is building up the value of the services that have low value. It is up to you if you believe that this triangle is the solution, that there is something in here that will work, and maybe some of the journey threads are legit. Well, this is what I thought, but I didn't find anything that worked, and I've tried for many years. It ended up with me breaking down, and I lost a lot of motivation, and I decided to not use Black Hat World again to try to find solutions, but instead I got a real education in online marketing, and that really helps to get a clear picture on what is going on. You can check out my training in the description. It might help you, I don't know. But I also have a free training that doesn't hurt to sign up to. And this training have many of the gold nuggets that I learned from the real digital marketing training. So this is a 15-day challenge, which is actually a very powerful training. And you have 15 steps. And if you do sign up to that, don't rush it. It is actually not 15 days. You should take your time and really sponge that information. The worst thing you can do is to rush it. But if that doesn't interest you, do subscribe to my channel because I have education here as well that will teach you what is going on and what is very clear to me is going on. So if you found any value in this, click like and subscribe and click the bell notification so you get notified when I upload a new video. Take care, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.